Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're actually putting on our white coats and stepping right into the clinic. We are looking at a completely groundbreaking leap in medical science that is poised to change how we treat one of the world's oldest, most stubborn diseases. We're talking about the digital pharmaceutical manufacturing platform, which is basically a totally new way of thinking about how medicine gets from the lab directly to the patient's bedside. Imagine this for a second. What if your doctor didn't just scribble a prescription on a piece of paper and send you off to a pharmacy to pick up some standard, factory-made pill? What if instead the exact medication you needed, perfectly calibrated to your body weight, your metabolism, and your specific illness, was printed right there, just for you? We're talking about a major shift here, moving away from mass-produced treatments and entering an era of true bedside innovation.
Think of our current medical system kind of like fast fashion. We produce standard sizes, small, medium, large. And hey, if you fall perfectly into one of those buckets, great. But human biology rarely works that neatly, right? A one-size-fits-all pill often means an adult might get slightly too little of a drug, while a kid might get a fractured split pill that delivers way too much. So what we're looking at today is a much-needed shift to bespoke tailoring for your biology. Customized, precision treatments tailored to a patient's exact physical needs.
And guys, nowhere is this bespoke approach more urgently needed than in India. Right now, India has the absolute highest number of tuberculosis cases in the entire world. For the doctors on the ground treating these patients, finding a better way to deliver medication isn't just some cool scientific experiment. It is quite literally a matter of life and death. Okay, let's dive into this. We call this the doctor's dilemma. When a doctor stands at the bedside of a TB patient, the current standard fixed-dose pills often just fail them. Why? Well, first off, they're incredibly inflexible for low-weight or malnourished adults who just don't fit that standard profile. Second, pediatric patients, children, face a massive pill burden. They have to choke down multiple harsh-tasting pills, which, you guessed it, leads to caregivers making dosing errors. And third, there's a serious chemistry problem. Two of the main TB drugs, rifampicin and isoniazid, actually degrade each other in the acidic environment of the stomach when they're mixed together in a standard pill. So the frustrations at the bedside are just immense, which brings us to the precision medicine shift. This is the laboratory breakthrough that is poised to completely solve this crisis. Now, what's really interesting here is this closed-loop system, the DPMP. It all starts with analyzing clinical data to actually stratify the patients. Then it moves to manufacturing customized printlets based on their exact needs. But it doesn't stop there. It uses predictive digital modeling and automated machine vision quality checks during production. And finally, the real-world clinical outcomes are fed right back into the system to optimize the very next batch. It's this brilliant, continuous, self-correcting loop designed specifically to cure. So how exactly are they doing this? Let's look at printing the perfect pill and see the deep tech engineering making this personalized medicine possible. This whole thing relies on two massive technological leaps, digital twins and PAT. Now, a digital twin is exactly what it sounds like. It's a virtual, predictive model of the pill and the manufacturing process. The software essentially practices making the pill virtually to predict how it's going to dissolve and behave. Then, process analytical technology, or PAT, uses advanced machine vision. We're talking high-tech cameras inspecting the physical pill as it's actually being printed. This ensures the pill is absolutely flawless before it ever reaches the patient, and we don't even have to destroy the medicine to test it in a lab first. And this brilliantly illustrates the night and day difference here. Conventional manufacturing is reactive, it's batch-based, and it relies on destroying end products just to test for quality. But the DPMP, it's predictive, it's adaptive, and it uses that real-time PAT for quality control. We are completely shifting from rigid, linear manufacturing to a personalized, closed-loop system that actually learns. But here is the true stroke of genius, right here, geometry-driven dose personalization. Instead of chemically reformulating the drug for every single patient weight class, which, by the way, would be an absolute regulatory nightmare, they use semi-solid extrusion 3D printing to simply change the physical 3D shape or the geometry of the pill to adjust the dose. Even better, this 3D printing creates physically separated compartments inside the pill. That keeps those clashing TB drugs we talked about, rifampicin and isoniazid, in their own separate rooms. It totally solves the chemical incompatibility issue while easily adjusting the exact dose for a child or a frail adult. An idea this grand obviously requires some serious engineering to bring it to life. That brings us to 3D tech contribution, the homegrown Indian deep tech firm translating this academic concept into real hardware. This is where 3D an amazing industry partner out of Hyderabad, steps up. They are actually building the indigenous hardware printer modules, the specialized cartridge systems, and the precision nozzles right here in India. They're integrating that crucial machine vision for dose verification directly into the machinery itself. By engineering all this hardware locally, they are heavily reducing the reliance on imported tech. It's a huge push directly supporting the national goal of an Atmanirbhar Bharat, a self-reliant India. Let's move to measuring real patient outcomes. Because let's be honest, a perfectly printed pill means absolutely nothing if it doesn't actually heal the person taking it. The ultimate goal here isn't just printing a cool piece of technology, it's curing the patient. That is exactly why the Apollo Hospital's Educational and Research Foundation, AHERF, is driving this. They aren't just looking at the pill's structural integrity, they're tracking real clinical endpoints. Does the patient actually take their medicine because it's easier now? Are we seeing critical weight gain and nutritional recovery in malnourished patients? Are their hemoglobin levels rising? Are inflammatory markers dropping? The entire focus of this platform is on successful treatment completion. As we zoom out, it becomes really clear that this goes way beyond a single disease. Welcome to the future of pharmacy. So the crucial point is captured perfectly right here. This is not a routine 3D printed TB tablet project. It's a foundational closed-loop platform. Sure, they are proving it on one of the hardest diseases to treat, pediatric tuberculosis, but the architecture of this platform is designed to be the backbone of a completely new pharmaceutical reality. Because once this platform is validated with TB, the plan aims to deploy these decentralized digital printers across government medical centers everywhere. I mean, imagine applying this exact same personalized 3D printing to HIV management, where taking tons of pills is a massive burden. Or applying it to complex oncology and cancer care, super sensitive neurology dosing, or just tailoring pills for elderly patients who are managing multiple chronic therapies. The applications are literally endless. It's a profound shift in how we think about healthcare. Imagine a future where the pharmacy isn't just a place that stores thousands of identical boxes, but a decentralized hub that prints your specific cure on demand. How would personalized 3D printed medicine change the way you or your loved ones manage your own chronic therapies? It's a fascinating question, and as we've seen today, that future is already being printed.